What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Gabriel Show. Listen, guys, I wanted to just talk with you guys, okay? Like, let's pretend like we're on FaceTime and we're just having a conversation because that's how I make my videos, okay? I'm not the type of YouTuber who edits, who knows how to do all the fancy jump skits and editing. Now, I don't do that, all right? I just like to talk to people straight up. So, you see the title, okay? When you get rich, you got to stay humble, guys. You got to stay humble. And honestly, guys, this is something that I'm learning. Um, I've been in a position where I was able to pay off a lot of debt, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt. And after paying it off, I fell back into debt, right? And after that, paid it off again. And I found myself in a position where, I'm back in debt, right? But when I think about the reasons why I fell into debt in the first place, okay, I'll keep it a buck with you. This right here. This right here was actually one of my biggest financial mistakes I've made when I just graduated nursing school. I was about 22 years old. And honestly, at that time, guys, I was seeking validation, right? I was seeking approval from random people on the internet, people I didn't know, right? I'd put the top down and I'd stop at a stoplight and I'd want to see as girls are looking at me, you know what I mean? As people paying me any attention. And I don't know if it's because of the trauma that I went through as a youngin', you know what I mean, growing up. You know what? I ain't have much, feel me? Like, I'm talking about, like, the first day of school, I ain't have no sneakers like that, bro. Like, I'd have one pair of shoes for the beginning of the school year, and then I get another one towards the holidays, you feel me? And then during my birthday, you know what I mean? Like, when somebody would ask me what do I want, I'd ask for another pair of sneakers. And you better believe it, guys, my sneakers would be like a pair of white ups, you feel me? So I could wear it with a lot of different outfits. And then the other pairs of shoes I would have is probably a pair of Timbs. So I would have Timbs during the winter. But, like, yeah, guys, that was like my wardrobe. And so, like, I don't know, when I became a nurse, I wanted to get stuff that I wasn't able to get growing up, things that I wasn't able to get, because of my circumstances. And honestly, now that I work as a nurse and I'm able to get whatever I want, I realize that all these things are vanity and it don't even really matter, right? This thing's a liability. It's a depreciating asset, right? And it looks good. It looks really nice, you feel me? But, like, I'm just looking at the things I have right now in my life and I'm just like, yo, like, I used to stress about these things and, like, prioritize them and wanting to have all these friends and stuff and people think I'm cool. You know what I mean? At the time, I don't know if it was either MySpace or Facebook or Instagram, but I wanted a lot of likes. I wanted people to like me, bro. And you know what's crazy, man? One thing that happened, guys, when I actually paid off my debt and I actually became debt free and I bettered myself and I stopped seeking validation and I stopped seeking approval and I stopped trying to be a people pleaser, I realized that, people hated me, right? They hated me even more. People that I thought were my friends, people that I thought would be proud of me, right? They hated to see that I was bettering my life, right? Now, at the time, I didn't understand. I still had the flexing mentality. I still had that mentality of showing off, right? Seeking approval. And the same people that I thought were my friends, they were trying to kill me, okay? I'm talking about, I had people, guys, while the top was down and I was driving, right? Literally try to rob me. And then they take off the ski mask because I got, nervous. And after that, it was one of my boys, quote unquote boys. You hear me? This is why I don't really like driving this car anymore, man. And you know what? Like, I feel like every time I get to a little bit of a bag and I get a little bit cocky and I get a little bit flashy, God always try to find a way for me to remain humble. So, like, I'm in debt right now again. I had a crazy home repair that happened and I had an emergency fund, but it wasn't enough. And I could liquidate some of my assets to become debt free, but I did liquidate some, but not all of my assets, of course. But, like, because I knew that I'd be able to pay it off. But the point I'm trying to make is this, like, it's crazy how life can happen and how you could be in a position where you're in debt. And it's crazy, bro, like, people will celebrate that. You know, people will celebrate the fact that you're in debt, the fact that you're suffering. You know, they want to use your suffering and your situation to make content. They want to talk about your situation and make you a TikTok. You know, they want to make you some next viral TikTok so that they can make money off of your situation, but they're not going to help you and find a solution for you. You feel me? And so, like, we live in a world nowadays where, as a young man, especially if you're a young black brother, bro, like, I don't know if it's our trauma from being broke in the past. You know, maybe you didn't have a father in your life, bro, but then it's just like, when we actually get to the bag, we actually get money, like, we become a slave to the materialistic possessions, bro, to the point we put chains around our necks, bro, that signifies that slavery, bro. Like, we put a gigantic chain around our neck to show people how much of a slave we are. Gold chain, whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong, because I might get me a little chain my damn self, but, like, do you see, like, we do these, we get the cars, and you know what I mean, like, we take these pictures, and, like, come on, bro, like, who are you trying to impress? You feel me? The same people you're trying to impress is the same people that's gonna rob you. You see what I'm trying to say, guys? Like, Jesus performed miracles, and he told them, yo, keep it on the low, bro, because he already understood mankind. You feel me? The same miracles he performed, man, the same things, all the things that Jesus did, right? They still killed him, bro. Right? So what I'm trying to say is, we're trying to flex and show off to the same people that killed Jesus. You see what I'm trying to say? So, like, as I get older and as I continue to build my wealth and my network starts to grow and all these things, you know, I start to realize, bro, like, I got to really ask myself, what do I want? You feel me? Like, do I want to be famous, or do I want to be rich or wealthy? You know what I mean? Do I want to help people, or am I just trying to flex on them? You know, am I just here to brag or boast? Or am I here to inspire people and motivate people? You know, that's the thing I've been asking myself. That's been my prayer lately with God. Because, you know what, every time I get to that point, guys, where I start to, you know what I mean, get cocky and boastful and flexing on people, bro, I always find myself in a sticky predicament, bro. You know what I mean? Situations where I could have lost my damn life. But every time God stayed true and he put me in a spot where I'm okay and I'm still here to live and tell my story. But, you know, as a young black brother on this earth, man, and I don't know, guys, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not somebody who's seeking any type of virality. But if this video happened to fall on your algorithm, bro, I just want to tell you guys this, man. When you get rich, just try to stay humble, man. Try to stay humble, baby. Like, listen, man, let me tell you what happened the other day. My mentor called me, all right? Actually, my boy, like, really close, really close, all right? And then let me tell you a little bit about him, man. Like, I know you guys know about Joe, but this is somebody else, okay? He's been my friend for a while now, and I'll keep it a buck with you guys. He's worth millions of dollars, and I hesitate to tell his story because, like, he's that low key. He wouldn't want people to know his business, but the point I'm trying to make is he's worth millions of dollars, and nobody knows who he is. And I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. And sometimes I ask him, like, bro, you're so knowledgeable. You know so much about business. Like, you taught me so much, bro. And why don't you just start a YouTube channel just to tell people? And he goes, nah, bro. Listen, bro, like, he knows that would be cool. He sees people doing that, and he knows that's a way to make more money, but he's able to help people with his business. He's able to make millions of dollars. I'm talking about a month, guys. Like, and then he found his way. He found his way to make his money, but he told me, bro, like, you see what I'm talking about, man. Like, once you really start making money, you don't want people to know, right? And I know you guys see the videos talking about stealth wealth on the internet. There's thousands of videos talking about that now. But you know what, guys, I'm telling you, man, like, there's a crab in the bucket mentality where when you actually get out of debt, when you actually get into a position where you better yourself, you better your life, you're not seeking validation, you're not flexing on people, you actually start to help people, you start that business, right? You actually become profitable, you actually become successful, right? People will hate you for that, bro. They will hate you for that, you know what I mean? And so that's why he's like, nah, you know what? I know God has blessed me with a lot, bro, but I stay humble. Guys, he wears regular clothes, you know what I mean? He does have a nice car, but he has it in his garage. He has it in his garage. He knows when to drive it. You feel me? He lives in a beautiful house. But, like, you know, if you see him out on the street, you would never know this guy was worth millions of dollars. And I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, I know people on the internet that likes to show somebody every look. Look how much I got paid. And just so that this way, I don't know if it's their insecurity, but so that they can feel like they're better than you. And the problem is with us young fellas, bro, we put these people on a pedestal. You know what I mean? We look at these people like they're gods. We idolize them. You know what I mean? And God doesn't like that, bro. God doesn't like that. You know what I mean? And we let it get to our head. A lot of us, we let the money get to our head, and we that's how we keep tabs on people. You feel me? Like, I'm not even trying to say anything, but like, I was looking at the beef between DDG and Reggie. I know you guys is watching that stuff, right? But one of the things DDG told Reggie is like, oh, you're poor. You know what I mean? It's like he's using the fact that he's richer than him, you know what I mean, to claim that he's a better person. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get myself in their beef or in regards to any of that stuff, but it just blows my mind to see how, I know somebody that's richer than both of them, bro. I'm talking about a billionaire, and he don't even want people to know nothing about him. He don't give a damn about streaming. He don't give a damn about none of these things, bro. And he's just so humble. He's just so humble, bro. Own buildings, bro, in the city. He owned buildings in the city, bro, New York City. And you would never know this shit, bro. And it blows my mind. And I'm grateful to know that I know somebody like this and who's in my life. And honestly, the other day, he sat me down, right? He was watching my channel. He was looking at one of my videos because I was showing my paycheck. And I was trying to show people how I budget my nursing paycheck to get out of debt, to do this, X and Y and Z. And he goes, bro, if I were you, I wouldn't even do that, man. Like, I get what you're trying to do, and I see how you're trying to help other nurses budget and whatnot, but you could show them how you budget, but make up some fake ass numbers. Don't show them your paycheck, or don't show them, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I get it. He's like, never let anybody know your net worth. Never let anybody know what you actually have going on, bro. Remain humble. I understand there's a transparency thing that you're trying to do with your audience, but if your audience really rock with you, bro, they know who you are, you don't got to do all that, baby. Matter of fact, teach them what I'm telling you, bro. When you get rich, stay humble. Stay humble, man, because God could take it away from you guys. You feel me? And I'm telling you, bro, he really can take it away. And I'm telling you, bro, you don't listen to me. Keep flexing, bro. Keep flexing while there's a recession, right? Keep flexing on people while people can't find a damn job. Keep flexing on people while people are going homeless. Keep flexing on people, bro. You gonna get robbed by a grandma, bro. You gonna be looking for a young nigga to rob you, right? And matter of fact, this is gonna be a grandma, somebody who can't pay for their medicine, and then they're gonna pull a freaking pistol out on you, and they can be like, I'm sorry, give me that chain, young man. You feel me? You gonna get robbed by somebody you would never know, and I don't wish that upon you. But guys, I'm learning, bro, that, you know what, like, if it's something that we have as young black men that we like to flex or seek validation, bro, maybe it's time that we go to therapy, baby. Maybe it's the time that we go to therapy and we figure out what the hell is wrong with us, bro. But we got to stop that shit, bro. And then honestly, we got to start moving in silence, bro. I think that's how we got to do it. That's, you know what I mean? Forget the likes, right? Forget the likes, forget the views, guys. I'm talking about your family. Don't you want to be here for your family? You know what I mean? Don't you want to be alive? You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, in the world that we're living in, man, it's really crazy. And you know what I mean? Like, the things people would do, bro. People are so freaking evil, bro. They're so upset to see that you actually made it. They're so upset to see that you're actually successful, that you actually started that business, that you're actually helping people, bro. They don't want that for you, man. And they're going to try to find a way to take it away from you. And you know what? That's the devil, bro. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? They're possessed. They're possessed, bro. They're possessed by their circumstances. You know, everything that happened in their life. Now they're on the internet. They're comparing. They're depressed. And now they don't know how to get it. So they want to take it. They want to take it from you. And so this is why the people who really have money, the people who are really wealthy, the billionaires, they don't even need security. You know why? Because they don't have a YouTube channel. They're not streaming. It will be more of a liability to their life. They're so low key. They live such a regular lifestyle, baby. You'll never find out. And so now I'm just like, wow, man. That just really opened my mind, and it just really opened my eyes. So don't get me wrong. I bought this car back in the day, and it's paid off. So shit, I'm dropping the top. You feel me? I live in a really white neighborhood, so these people have more money. I'm gonna keep dropping my top. But the point I'm trying to make with you guys is the way I move now. Like I have a few checks left before I get completely debt free, but once I'm debt free again, I have nothing to prove to anybody, right? I don't have to show you guys my net worth. I don't have to show you guys my like, you know, my exactly what I'm gonna do. The Bible says your left hand should know what your right hand's doing. You feel me? So like, I do this, the things I shared with you guys, the videos I showed with you guys, because I want to show you guys exactly how I budget. how I do what I do so that you guys can do it. The app I use, I'm not trying to gatekeep. But at the same time, guys, you have to ask yourself, bro, like, there's certain things we do post. There's certain things we do. You know, we do it because we're seeking validation. You know, we're seeking approval from some random people, bro. And honestly, these people, they don't want to see you win. All right, so we just got to be wise about it, man. We got to be wise about how we move. And when you get it, man, don't let the money change you. Don't allow the money to turn you into an arrogant person. You feel me? That's just changing your language. It's changing your verbiage. You feel me? You're trying to act like a gangster. You're trying to act like a thug. You're not a thug, right? You're not a thug, right? And most of the people I know, bro, who have the money like that, humble people, down-to-earth people, they're just trying to find a way to help people. And so honestly, guys, if you want to start a business, if you're really trying to, like, you know, become successful in life, you can't really be thinking about yourself. You can't be that selfish, okay? You could be selfish in the beginning to get out of debt, but then after that, bro, you're going to become a selfless person, and then you're going to want to help people. You're going to want to give, and that's when God's going to open up some knowledge, and next thing you know, you're going to try to find a business to help people out. You feel me? It could be any business. Let's say you just want to help somebody fix their damn toilet, and then you help your other neighbor, and now you learn how to do it. You learn how to fix the toilets. Now you grab 2 people, they become a part of your team. Now you have a whole plumbing company, and now you freaking buy better materials, and now you have a big old business, and next thing you know, you have a plumbing company that's bringing you millions of dollars a year, bro. All started from your heart of wanting to help people. You see what I'm trying to say? The people who become entrepreneurs, who want to find, like, look, you find a problem, you try to find an answer from that problem, and you try to help people. You know what I mean? And the money comes with it. You find a true thing that you're passionate about, and then next thing you know, you're making some big impacts and change to the world, bro. So I don't know, guys. That's something I wanted to talk with you guys about. Listen, guys, just remain humble when you get rich, man. I know you guys about to get rich. I see it coming for you, baby. I see you guys paying off your debt. I see you guys investing. But I feel like, you know what, man, as I get older, bro, we have to move with wisdom, baby. I've been reading a lot of Proverbs, so maybe this is God that's telling me this stuff, but something told me to tell you guys this. You need to hear this video this morning, this Sunday. But I love and appreciate you guys. I gotta head out. Peace.